cold brew. It's 7:20. How did that even happen?
I don't know.
No,
Pecans. Pecans. It started with pecans and went to cranberries.
And I remember learning all of that stuff, but I don't remember any of the details. I can tell you what shirt my teacher was wearing in 6th grade, but I can't tell you what she was teaching me.
Welcome everybody to this week's podcast,
where we combine cones and conversation.
My name's Logan.
I'm Shawna.
And we
are your freezer friends.
Welcome back again to episode, we believe, 7.
Babe, I don't know why I just got so freaked out. I feel like I can't talk all of a sudden.
Listen, we got this.
I know.
We are the freezer friends. We still get social anxiety a lot of the times.
I just keep looking at myself and then I get freaked out.
I feel like I feel like a performer. Like I have to perform. So like there's like this anxiety that comes along with it.
Yeah, well, and like I was just gonna say, like I feel like this last weekend having the games and being told like, okay, now you're on. Everyone's watching you, everyone's recording you. I've been so freaked out that we sat down and I was like, oh my god, now I have to talk, and I got the same level of anxiety I get at the start of games.
Yeah. Better.
There's still wig hair all over my mic from last week.
Let's go back from the top. Ready?
Oh, we're gonna cut that? I thought we were doing okay.
Oh, okay. I'm in.
I think it's okay if not my whole panic there, but like some of it.
Okay.
Because I think that's something cool to talk about.
It's weird that we're not even famous, and we still have it.
I know. But I think that's what makes it scarier, because it's not just like I'm putting this out to like anonymous. Like it's like people we see. Yeah, like people we literally have to see like this weekend.
Interesting.
Are listening to our podcast.
I think that's a big reason why I don't put out music.
Put out music. Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I'm afraid... Like, not afraid, but, like... My parents are going to hear it. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's really weird.
Yeah, it's a strange feeling. But I get that with, like, just about all social media. Like, because I have my dad, like, on Facebook and stuff. And it's, like, posting... Like, I posted the other day when we did, like, our pumpkin carving and, like, orchard day. I made a post. And it's, like, my dad's going to see that. And he's going to see the pictures of our house and how we spent our night. Like, I'm always, anytime I post anything, I'm like zooming in to be like, is the living room clean in the background? Like stuff like that. Cause I know, maybe this is weird of me, when people like post like pictures like in front of their house, I'm zooming in and looking at their house.
You're the only fucking person
There's
who does
no
that.
way I'm the only person that does it. You aren't curious about what your friends' houses look like?
You're not the only person that does that, but like, it is strange. I'm sorry, I really gotta fucking fix this. It drives me fucking nuts. It falls all night long as we talk. But this is so much better, and it still looks nice. Look at me go.
I don't know. It's strange. It's so weird putting stuff out.
And there's some people that have no interest at all doing this.
Well, and it's like, I realized the more things I join, like every new job I get, like every new client I get, now being on like the dance team, like all of those girls, the team, fans, like anyone can just find my page because it gets tagged on that page. And it's like all of those people add you on social media and then just watch your life.
That's so weird. But it's completely normal now.
Yeah.
It never used to be.
Like, I know what people from like my preschool are doing right now. Have I talked to them since preschool? Absolutely not. But I know who's engaged and who's giving birth and who lives where. Like, it's crazy.
20 years ago, you don't know what that guy is doing. You would hear from like your dad who still lived in the same town.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so strange. It kind of freaks me out sometimes. And now, especially with something like this is such a time capsule. And it's going to, like, each week, like, everyone knows what's going on in our life. Like, people know our plans before we even talk about our plans because we put the podcast out.
That is weird. That's so weird.
Crazy.
It's going to be also weird, like, if this, like, does go somewhere, and we're going to have to, like, there's different levels to podcasting, you know? Like, there's this, which is, like, crunch time, like, we have different jobs and stuff. Mm-hmm. But, like, if this was our full-time job...
What would we talk about?
Well, like, you'd still do hair, and I still do audio.
Yeah.
But, like, it would be different, you know?
Right.
Where was I going with that? What were we talking about?
You know what? I don't even know how we got here. We opened the podcast and the energy just went to this weird little vibey spot, but I think that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think that's where we're both at. It's been a weird couple of days for us.
Yeah.
I don't know, but what have we done this week? Like,
Went to the apple orchard.
that was last week.
But we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, I guess, okay, when you're hearing this, what we did, we had Mark's episode go out, and we were filming the Halloween episode when that went out. So we recorded our Halloween episode like 3 weeks before Halloween. So that episode's coming out this week, and then we're recording for like the weekend after. So it's kind of strange because this is going to come out as the
beginning of November.
Yeah, this will be like the first podcast after Halloween, but we won't have our Halloween party until this weekend. Like,
yeah, this is the third of October. The third of October.
Yeah, it's very like our recording schedule is kind of all over the place. And it's weird like having this catalog and like being able to listen back because like as of right now we haven't yet had our Halloween party, but the next episode we will have.
That's weird.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're planning our Halloween party. We got that this weekend.
Yeah.
Do a big costume party every year.
I'm excited. We talked about a little bit about it last week, but
yeah.
I'm excited to actually like have friends over.
Yeah. We did all the shopping and like last minute detailing yesterday.
We can say it. Okay. So we're pulling a prank on everybody.
Oh my god, yeah, we can.
So, like, I can say this, and you guys won't know until next week how it went. So I'll update you. So, it's so goofy. It's the simplest little prank. But we noticed that her sister and the sister's boyfriend always pull back our shower curtain because they're afraid that there's something behind there.
Every time they use the bathroom, like that curtain, it remains closed every second of the day. They come over, it's open when they leave.
So I decided as we're walking through Meijer, after we had already a cart full of shit that we had to pay for, that there was this like life-size, you know what? I'm going to fucking go grab it.
No, we'll just edit in the picture of it on the tub.
That's exactly what I'll do. There's a life-sized like picture of like kind of like the Ring Girl.
Yeah, it's like knockoff.
Yeah, knockoff Ring Girl, like scary, like sticky silhouette, like just a sticker that's gonna stick to the side of the tub. But I'm hoping to at least scare Shayla a little bit. Like
it's so we're over here so tickled because no one knows that we have tickled. This. So if my sister or her boyfriend are not the first ones to open that curtain, someone else might have the same tendency. I'm kind of thinking even maybe just having it cracked slightly so like you can kind of see there's something dark so you can be like, wait, what? Oh my god, like and freak out. But I'm just waiting for there to be a random scream or someone come out and be like, yo, what the fuck was that about? Because we could go the whole night and like people are going to be about to leave and we're going to have to show them if no one finds it.
If it wasn't weird to record people in the bathroom, I'd make a video of it, but it's weird. So yeah, I'm not going to do that.
That wouldn't work, but it's going to be so funny.
One day we'll have like a big enough house where like they have to walk into another room before they get to the bathroom and we'll put it in there.
Oh my god. It's going to be so funny.
I'm very excited for that.
I literally can't wait. But yeah, we bought all kinds of decorations and all the food and I bought edible glitter to make a punch mix. I'm so excited. I love party planning. I love all the little details. We'll have to put all the pictures of our decorations and stuff in so everyone can see how all out we go. I love it.
She's the hostess of the mostest, as she likes to say. Mm-hmm. I just enjoy the company. And your food. Your food's really good.
I can't wait. I bought special pans to make like little tombstone pizza bombs.
Yeah, like skulls and ghost pizza bombs.
I'm very excited.
Me too.
It's gonna be cool.
So you also had a cool thing that happened this week.
Oh yeah. I had my first games.
Insert videos here. Pictures?
We'll do pictures.
Insert picture here.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, we had opening night, first time. Like, we had dance at the exhibition game the week before, and just did like sidelines. We didn't do like our big performance dances, so this was the first time debuting them, and we did 3 of them the first night and then all 4 of them the second night because we did Friday, Saturday, and then obviously like all the sidelines, and finally got all of our costumes, and it is so exhilarating. I have a game this Friday. I cannot wait.
I'm so unbelievably proud of her. She has done this, actually had like the courage to go back into it like years after she stopped, and she's killing it. She's doing pretty good. I won't go into details, but she's doing really good, and just super proud of her.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's been very fun. My whole family came up. You were there both nights, and your family came up the second night.
My sister came up.
Yeah, it's so cool. Just like getting back in that space and like having that rush and the anxiety and like the excitement of it all at the same. Like the first night I got out and my dad was going on about how like proud of me he was. I literally just started crying in this corridor at the rink. Yeah, I'm just so happy to be back in it. Okay, why don't we get to scooping?
Sure.
All right.
I say sure like that every episode.
I know. You're like, oh, yeah, I guess we'll get to that thing that I don't like, but is literally the center point of this episode. All right. So this week was my pick.
Stop rubbing it.
I'm trying to get all the ice off so we can get a cleaner picture here.
I added in a photo.
This week, we have Ben & Jerry's Chocolate Fudge Brownie. This is my favorite ice cream from them. Literally, this is my go-to every single time. I don't know how well this is going to go into a cone, though, because it has pretty big fudge pieces. Also, I have nowhere to set this because I'm not wearing pants this time. To be clear, I have shorts on. I'm not just sitting here without pants. The Ben & Jerry's is just a different consistency. Like, it's not meant to be put into a cone. It doesn't get soft. It gets melted with a hard as fuck center. What? Damn.
Forgot to say, what kind of defense was that?
Oh no, babe! I need another spoon.
Fuck. I'm working on the new song right now, and I'm very excited.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Only if I'd finished the other songs.
This brownie looks old as fuck. It's like almost white. Look at that.
It could be old as fuck. Shall we rate our cone? How do you like it?
I, of course, love it. It's my favorite ice cream.
What would you rate it?
I'm just going straight 5. It's chocolatey. It's got the brownie pieces. No crunchy bits. Everything I want.
I think I will go 4.5. I think my I would like to increase Chubby Hubby to a 5 for me.
Really?
Yeah. Every time I watch that episode, I go, that was really fucking good.
I couldn't get over those fucking pretzels.
If I keep sniffling, I apologize. I'm feeling a little under the weather.
You said that, and I just thought of SpongeBob in the Suds episode. Edit his face onto your face in that moment, please.
I'll do my best. Why do I hold my arms up like this when we podcast?
This is you the entire podcast. No fucking reason at all. Yeah, literally. Why do you sit like that? You said there. I look at you sometimes. I'm like, there's no way that fucker's comfortable. Like Chester too. Like you look at him and you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Edit in the picture of Chester sitting on the chair.
Anyway, he sits on a chair.
Yeah.
I'm just concerned. Honestly, surprised he's not in here. He definitely heard us crinkling.
Yeah, it's weird. So I have prepared some TikToks for today. Like 5 TikToks. Not a lot, but just enough, I think. They're pretty short, but they're, I like them a lot. Okay, can we go to the first one, please?
Okay.
Do you remember Doodle Bops?
I do. I'm literally terrified of the blue guy, and you know this.
Oh yeah, this is my childhood. In the second season, they have a basement with a studio, and they have a dog engineer.
Of course they do.
You remember that fucking bus driver, though? You remember the bus?
I hate this.
Did you hear how auto-tune that was?
I am literally so scared of that blue guy. I told you this once. I can't remember what Christmas song it is, but for whatever reason, I think of that blue guy every time I hear it. I can't listen to it. It's the having a wonderful Christmas time.
Why?
I don't know. It's also, oh my god, the fact that I did not want to sing on this podcast.
I'll edit it out.
Oh, I can't think of what the song actually is. I don't know why. I was just like a little kid and I heard that.
A wonderful Christmas time.
Yeah.
We are having a wonderful Christmas time.
But it's like that like jazzy, the sun is up, like that one. I don't know why I think of him, but I do, and it freaks me out. I can't listen to it, especially, like, I'm having a memory from my childhood of, like, looking at that guy when it's, like, dark, and we were listening to that song in the car, and it literally triggers me. I can't do it.
Hot air balloon hits power lines.
Everybody get back!
He's just fucking floating away. Is Ron okay?
Is he electrocuted?
No, he's alive. He's actually flying into the water right now.
Or is he, like, on fire or something?
Yeah, I think the balloon's still on fire. Currently. But it most definitely blew a hole in the balloon. Did you see how big that hole was?
Yeah.
Someone need to go save him. Someone need to go try to... You stay here!
That dude, first of all, that was fucking screaming. What the fuck are you doing? That's not how you control a crowd. But he did a good job. Because, like, everybody listened to him, but mostly because they were afraid of him.
I'm afraid, and I'm over here.
I have never thought about the fact that they could hit power lines at any time.
It's so scary.
Yeah. You're just in a floating basket, and you run into power lines.
Still want to go in a hot air balloon once, so...
Oh dear! It seems that I've accidentally done a flip. It seems that... Oh dear! It seems that I've accidentally done a flip.
I don't get it. It's like the bread falling.
So funny. The bread falling. It's so unexpected, but like the fact that this dog have a British accent and the fact that it perfectly landed for them to. Who thought to edit a cane
that's
in there?
all I'm thinking about is like, how did someone see that shape on that dog and go, you know what I need to do with this?
It's so funny. So, I would like you to guess what substance this man is on.
Okay.
You know somebody named, my bad, bro, I didn't mean to bust in your house like this. You know somebody named,
Heather, get my gun.
Do you know somebody named Stephanie?
No, Stephanie's here, bro.
Hold on, before, hey, don't call.
He's in her floor. He's in this dude's floor.
I was like, is this a whole Doug? Is he in the basement?
Like, this is a trailer. And he snuck underneath the trailer and, like, cut a hole in the floor.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, I also did a little bit more investigating on Buster Douglas is what this guy's name is. He's just a meth addict that's on TikTok that does meth TikToks.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. We'll be right back pulling it up.
Oh my god.
Nah, but for Before the police find me, got instructional video. Oh, what is this? This isn't Duster. This is, well, it is Duster, but I ain't dusting with it. You know what I'm saying? It's back to this instructional video on how to butt chug Don Julio. You gotta clean your butthole out with some Q-tips and goddamn me get a hot dog and a cucumber. Y'all know what that's for.
Why? Why do you watch this?
I didn't mean to. It found me one day.
This is horrible. Horrible. I'm disturbed in so many ways.
I don't know if he's faking it or not, but
He doesn't look like it.
I found it really funny. I don't know if that man's still alive or if he's still with us or not, but hope he's doing well. But fucking doubt it.
So for this week, I've done some digging, and I was looking into what states' favorite ice creams are. So I have 2 articles here for us. So this is a blog post that says, here are the most popular ice cream flavors in every state according to Instacart. So this one I found interesting because this is a map. I saw this on like 4 different articles that I was trying to read. So this one literally only has like a couple flavors, and it is like mass majorities of the states.
It's like regions, like the same flavors.
Yeah, the Hunger Games map, but with ice cream.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, but with ice cream.
Okay, we're in Michigan, so Michigan's favorite would be Moose Tracks.
So why is that map the way it is?
This is just what is the most popular Instacarted ice creams in these states.
But like, it says chocolate chip. Oh, I see. Moose Tracks right there.
Yeah, Moose Tracks is here. Chocolate chip is, what is this, Ohio and Kentucky? Mm-hmm. Look at me go. I don't know anything. The only flavors on here, we've got coffee, pistachio, mint chip, chocolate chip, Moose Tracks, green tea, Rocky Road, mango, rainbow sherbet, cookie dough, birthday cake, rum raisin, and cherry. That's the only flavors to cover all 50 states.
That's pretty crazy.
There's it looks like Moose Tracks is probably the largest.
But not by population.
No, but like the most states.
Yeah.
It's a very large region, as well as Rocky Road. Very small amounts of chocolate chip.
Yeah, honestly, that's just Arizona, I think. Or is that New Mexico?
Oh, you know what? That one's chocolate chip. Chocolate chip is up here on just those 2.
Interesting.
Washington, D.C. is mango. Florida's the only one with rum raisin.
I don't know if I've even had rum raisin before.
I've never had rum raisin. I've never had green tea either, but that sounds delicious.
No, it doesn't.
I want to try pistachio ice cream, honestly. I really like... I don't think they make them anymore, but Oreo Thins, the pistachio flavor.
You really did like those.
Those were so good. I bet I'd like pistachio ice cream. But yeah, so there was that map. And I found...
Does it expand at all on, like, why these regions? Oh, the most popular flavor in the dozen states is Moose Tracks. The original version uses a base vanilla ice cream and mixes peanut butter cup and fudge. Ice cream flavor is invented in Michigan, Upper Peninsula, go UP, and other parts of the country. It sells as Bear Tracks. But enjoy the cool treat and don't think too hard about it.
About what the name might imply. So then I found, this is on Fox 8 News, the 21 most popular ice cream flavors in America.
What year was this article posted, do we know?
July 16th of 2023.
Okay.
So rather recent.
Relatively more recent.
Okay, so this one says, according to the International Dairy Food Association, which, by the way, in another article, I saw it say the IDFA, and I was like, what the hell is that? So it's the International Dairy Food Association, because that exists, and we all knew that. Ice cream makers churned out 1.38 billion gallons of ice cream, generating nearly 29,000 jobs and $1.8 billion in wages. You could say that ice cream is a deliciously cool catalyst for the economy. This confection has so enamored the country that the majority of U.S. ice cream manufacturers have been in business more than 50 years and counting.
That's pretty crazy.
These results, so they did a YouGov survey. They asked 1,000 U.S. adults about their favorite ice cream flavor, and many Americans ranked vanilla and chocolate at the top.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, so number 21, just from our trivia game, what is America's least favorite? Again, it's cake batter.
Interesting.
Birthday cake, that
it's not
flavor.
their least favorite, it's just their least ranking favorite. Right?
It literally only has like 1% of adults say it's
Yeah.
their favorite.
Right. So some people still their favorite.
Yeah, so it says that the percentage of adults who like it were 15%. The percentage of adults who say it's their favorite, it was in 1%. Same with 20 was butterscotch. So 16 people liked it and only 1% would say it's their favorite. Followed up by raspberry with 18% who liked it and only 1% who said it was their favorite. So like they're all not necessarily a favorite, but more people liked raspberry.
More people, just liked it, not their favorite. Right.
Okay, let's do top 10. So coming in at number 10 is Neapolitan with 30% of adults who liked it and only 2% who said it was their favorite. Which is surprising because it's the 3 most generic flavors.
Yeah. But like, I don't like it together. I like all 3 separated, but I do not like Neapolitan ice cream.
I don't like taking a spoon of all 3, but I like it because then I can get all 3 flavors. I scoop like a round of each in my bowl.
Goofy.
I do the same thing when I get like frozen yogurt. I'll have 3 little tiny mounds because I can't choose ever. Number 9 is caramel. 33 people who liked it, only 3% said it's their favorite.
But still 3%.
It's still pretty low, yeah. Chocolate chip cookie dough is number 7 with 34 who like it and 6% who say it's their favorite.
Chocolate chip cookie dough gang. I'm in.
I'm surprised butter pecan beat that out, honestly.
Butter pecan is really good. I like that ice cream.
I've never had it.
Pretty good.
But I don't like pecans.
How do you say that? Do you know how they get pecans out of the trees?
No.
They have this fucking tractor that fucking goes up to it and grabs the tree. And it fucking goes, it shakes the shit out of the tree.
That's
and all
funny.
the pecans fall, and then there's a little like vacuum cleaner that you drive around that sucks up all the pecans.
You know, it always makes me wonder. I was actually just watching a TikTok of a cranberry farm and how they just flood it out just to get all the berries.
Crazy.
Like, who came up with all these different... It blows my mind.
Whoa, I never thought of... Wait, hold on.
Holding on.
I don't think I understand how cranberries grow. Can you teach me?
I know how
they
cranberries
grow on
grow?
bush?
I think so.
And then they flood the farms, and that's why they're always underwater?
Yeah.
Grow and harvested.
Cranberry harvest from Ocean Spray.
This is really cinematic. These are beautiful shots. They don't talk about it at all.
This has answered none of my questions. Why was that like an indie film? I just wanted... Okay, let's read an article.
Yeah, let's just read about it.
The bog is flooded with up to 16 inches of water the night before the berries are to be harvested. The growers then use water reels, nicknamed egg beaters, to churn the water and loosen the cranberries from the vine. Each berry has tiny pockets of air that allow it to float to the surface of the water.
Interesting. How did they figure that out?
Spider-friendly cranberry farms embrace coexistence with the arachnid allies. In these eco-conscious agricultural settings, like wolf spiders find a haven. By allowing them to thrive, farmers promote natural pest control. Yeah, I've seen that, like how these cranberries are just fucking filled with spiders.
Really? I've never seen that. Could you Google cranberry bush or... Wow, that's a full-on fucking bush.
Yeah, and they just flood that out to loosen them, and then they float to the top. That is so weird.
18 inches, though. Like, that's, what, a foot and a half?
Yeah.
That's not very tall at all. Is that how tall these are? I can't tell by the scale.
Did it say that that's how tall they go, or?
18 inches. Flooded up to 18 inches of water. And it only happens the night before it's harvested.
Yeah.
So all of the videos we see, like, in like the Ocean Spray commercials, like, that's just the night before they harvest those berries. Because they're always sitting in that fucking pond.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not always a pond.
Yeah.
Did you think cranberries just grew in water?
I didn't know.
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
No, this is going to be one of my fun facts.
I taught it to you. Don't give me the credit.
Still want to know how tall they are.
I'd like to know what the favorite ice cream flavors are.
Oh, yeah, we're still on that. I'm sorry. One more second.
You realize how much closer to the keyboard you are?
I can't spell.
8 to 15 feet tall.
That's what I was thinking, bro. They must have 8. Typically 8 to 15. So they...
And by 8 to 15 feet wide, with arching stems and a very dense rounded form, making it a popular landscaping choice.
Really?
High bush cranberry. Not a true cranberry. Wait.
We just got duped.
I'm so confused.
Cranberry.
American cranberry?
Yeah. Click on that.
8 to 12 feet high.
That's
and
crazy.
Wide.
18 to 24 inches. American cranberry.
That makes more sense.
Can you scroll down to that? Oh, that's different species of cranberries.
Wow, we can buy a cranberry bush for $6.95 on the tree store.
Hashtag not sponsored.
That's funny.
So,
I just drank a cold brew. It's $7.20. That could be a problem.
would you like to continue on?
Yeah, let's go back to... How did that even happen?
I don't know.
No,
Pecans. Pecans. It started with pecans and went to cranberries.
I was like, we aren't even talking about a cranberry ice cream. Okay. Number 5, chocolate chip. 39% of adults like it, with 2% saying it's their favorite.
Interesting. So, wait.
What?
How is butter pecan lower than chocolate chip?
Because only 35% of adults liked it.
Oh, but like that's a high percentage of their favorite.
It must be an average of the two. Number 4 being strawberry, with 43% of adults who like it and 6% that say it's their favorite.
That's pretty crazy.
Number 3 is cookies and cream.
Is really good.
43% like it and
That's
7% say it's
half
favorite.
of. It's almost. I guess that's only 500 people, but
yeah, I feel like 1,000 is such a small demographic to
very
ask.
small sample size because I bet it's 1,000 people from the same place too.
Yeah. Okay. Before I scroll down, what one do you think's number 1 and number 2 out of chocolate and vanilla?
Vanilla's on top.
You're right. Number 2 is chocolate, with 51% who like it and 10% who say it's their favorite, whereas vanilla has 59% of people who like it and 11% who say it's their favorite. So very close, honestly.
Yeah. Some people just really don't like chocolate.
I found, like, at working at the bakery, like, when people would ask, like, what do you think would be better for, like, a large party, chocolate or white cake? Like, the answer is always white.
Cake?
Like, it's so weird that people like vanilla, but, like, a lot of people actually don't like chocolate.
I wonder why that is.
I wonder if this thing says anything. The number 1 spot goes to vanilla, a flavor that dates back to the ancient Mesoamerican civilizations. Vanilla beans are highly prized, and their popularity grew during the colonial era. A beloved classic, vanilla in all of its creaminess reigned supreme.
That's what I was going to say. It was more accessible
Than chocolate?
Than chocolate, so it spread farther.
Interesting.
So more people have a palate for vanilla. And since vanilla's been around since like the beginning, you know.
I love when I was like Mesoamerican civilizations. You went, yes, like you knew. You're like, yes, of course.
It makes sense to me.
I know, but it's just so funny that like you heard that and you were like, I know exactly what time period that is. That means nothing to me. Mesoamerican civilization.
It's anything really before. I think that's probably 1600s. I'm not positive.
Interesting.
I completely made up that number. I think it's anything before the conquistadors came across.
You know, like I remember learning that stuff. I remember 6th grade. I won't say it so you don't have to bleep it, but like my teacher and being in her class, and we had like, she gave us like writer's tool belts. Her husband worked at like a Gardner White or something, and they were able to get like, not Gardner White, the Mortimer lumber.
Okay.
So we were able to get like little workshop belts.
Oh.
And we had it was our writer's tool belt. And we'd have to go pull that out when we had to do like the essay during the week and stuff. It was so silly, but like I will never forget that class. And I remember learning all of that stuff, but I don't remember any of the details. I can tell you what shirt my teacher was wearing in 6th grade, but I can't tell you what she was teaching me.
That's so weird because I retained a lot of stuff, but never did the homework for it.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you did the homework for it. You still fucking forgot.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. School's for bitches.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. Heard it here first, folks. School's for lamos.
Lamos.
The less aggressive edit. What are we on right now? What are we talking about? Oh, Mesopotamia. Or no,
Mesopotamia? What the fuck? Mesoamerican stuff.
Yeah.
There's a link to it.
Can you click on that?
The bittersweet story of vanilla. Today, less than 1% of vanilla flavoring comes from the vanilla flower. Is that a good thing?
No, I can't. Well, is it still healthy?
The farmers move quickly through snaking vines.
You're gonna have to go to the bottom of this article. It's not gonna be on top.
I was just reading the funny entrance. You never give me any wiggle room.
I'm so sorry. I've scrolled these articles enough to know it's always at the bottom.
Yeah. I looked up a recipe. I was trying to figure out what punch I want to make for the Halloween party. So I looked up like easy punch recipes, right? I have never had to scroll so far to find the recipe for a punch. By the way, the recipe was like Sprite, a Kool-Aid packet, and some orange juice. But it was literally like, so when picking the Kool-Aid flavor, make sure you get this cranberry juice. Find the right Sprite. Like, you know how they do. I'm like, it's punch.
You don't like how they do.
I look at so many recipes between like baking and trying to come up with dinner, and it's just, I can't look at them anymore.
What question are we trying to ask right now?
Something about vanilla. I literally don't know.
It's okay, we can abandon it.
This is such a long article. It's the bittersweet story of vanilla. I've just been scrolling and still don't necessarily know what we're looking for here. Alright, well that's what I had for our favorite ice creams, though. I thought that was kind of interesting.
It is very interesting.
And we learned about vanilla and cranberries in that.
Mesoamerica.
We learned nothing about them.
Do you have an Am I the Asshole for this week?
I do. Am I the asshole for yeeting my ice cream out the window and saying I'd rather no one have it?
Yes. 100%. There's no fucking way you're not.
Okay, let's read.
There's no way.
It may sound stupid, but it's really bugging me. If I'm the asshole, I will sincerely apologize. Recently found out we're pregnant, so maybe being a little rash. Keep that information in mind, okay? I, 21 female, have been with my partner, 23 male, for 3 years. Backstory, we get Uber Eats / DoorDash a lot, especially during lockdown. This post was from 2 years ago, by the way.
Okay.
At least once a week, we order ice cream, chocolates, and lollies. Relevant to the story is that more often than not, I pay for it. He'll offer half, but payday comes around, and most of the time he won't pay, as he doesn't have enough because he spent it all on his car parts. My problem for the last couple months, whenever I go to the fridge, freezer, cupboard, what do you know? It's gone. I always ask, hey, do you know where blank is? Am I just not looking properly? And he'll always reply like, oh, I ate that already, ha ha. I always get annoyed because it's not like, oh, I had some already, so it's okay. But more like he'll make shakes using all the chocolate and ice cream, and even though he doesn't like lollies, he'll eat all the ones he knows I like and leave the ones I hate.
Really?
So on to the problem.
Okay.
What?
No, continue. I have suspicions that how much of the truth she is spitting right now.
Oh. So, on to the problem. We got another order, and this time, since they had run out of the large ice cream, they sent 2 small ones. I was over the moon. I was like, yes, now he won't have an excuse to touch mine. I was ecstatic and a little giddy. Told him, one's yours, one's mine. Do not touch mine. Last 2 days, I have had some morning sickness, so it's been unopened in the freezer. I had a little last night while I felt sick, and it made me feel better. Then a little more today with our son, but I've left over half as I've wanted it to last and to savor it. The last day since his was gone, within the first 5 minutes, he's been pestering me and telling me he's gonna eat it, and he's only gonna have a little bit. I've heard that before. I was
He was a dick.
I was getting visibly annoyed, but obviously he was oblivious. It's been the same discussion/argument for 24 hours. Then he goes to the freezer, pulls it out, and sticks his spoon into it. I jump up off the lounge, snatch the ice cream, open the window, and yeet the ice cream out to the backyard.
I was wrong.
I tell him, I'd rather no one have it than you touch it because that is just so effing selfish. And then he stomped off into the room. And then she says, should I mention that I'm a foodie and did not eat my ice cream, but placed it on the windowsill with my other hand when he walked away and hid it in the freezer behind the meat? Am I the asshole for supposedly eating my ice cream after my partner had been selfishly not sharing desserts for months?
No.
She was rated not the asshole.
Wow.
Even if she was exaggerating, like...
You turned me around.
I would go crazy. Like... should we mention last night when you bought us both a bag of candy and I asked you to put mine on the table and I look over and you're eating my bag of candy? Because yours were gone. I can't imagine if every single thing we brought home.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Like your leftovers, like everything.
Yeah. Oh,
that's so
it
fucked
would
up.
drive me crazy.
That must be like a stupid dominance thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like dogs do that.
Like, eat all the food even if they don't eat it. Like, literally, to finish his in 5 minutes later, be like, I'm gonna eat yours now. This was a weird... I feel like this was a very laid-back episode.
Yeah, but I think that's good. I think we need to stop being so performative. We talked on this episode. Like, we don't ever talk on episodes.
No.
So I think this will be interesting and cool. Like, I think we're finally calming down, and this is becoming a little bit more normal.
Yeah. I don't know. We're figuring it out still. Did you finish that cone, though?
Yeah.
That means that got an automatic 5.
Yep.
And then your little yay.
We got a review today.
Did we?
Yeah. I was at the vending machine, and one of my coworkers, Faith, who we're planning on having on the podcast eventually, was commenting on Mark's episode and how funny she found it. And it was my... because she really is into Brittany Broski and like the same people you are. Like, she texts you that. And she's like, I laughed so hard when Shawna said suck and fuck, and you were like, what the when I freaked out. She's like, that was so funny. I'm like, well, that was a positive review.
I'm glad it was positive because I felt like I said that and you guys looked at me.
Because she knew what you meant. We don't know Brittany, but like she knew exactly what you were talking about.
We don't know Brittany as if I do. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It was just the way you screamed. I was like, oh my god, I shouldn't have said that. I got so freaked out. Sometimes I say things and I'm like, oh, I wish I could erase what I just said.
Yeah. Yeah. That's me always. And that's it for this week's episode.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know. We're in a weird space. I'm going through some stuff. It's like I'm just currently rewatching BoJack Horseman. And it's getting deep. I keep getting lost in my thoughts.
We better end this episode here before it gets any more weird.
Okay, sorry.
Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok,
Facebook. At Freezer Friends Pod. Or send us a Gmail at freezerfriends@gmail.com. We'll take segment suggestions, flavor suggestions.
Yup.
Send us funny stories. We're still figuring out what we necessarily want to do with everything, so.
Yep. Let us know.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Stay cool.
Stay cool.
Bye.
Bye.
Our premise is melting.